What's up, guys? Today we have a different video where I'm going to be actually commentating over gameplay that I had already done. I felt like this was a really good example as to what to do with your lead, and I feel like that's a question I get asked a lot, especially during my stream. If you guys don't follow me on my stream, make sure to click the Twitch link down below. This is Diamond 3 Elo. I'm in an easier matchup. It's Fiora versus Irelia. So I knew that going into this matchup that I was probably going to be getting a decent lead, and I was looking already like how to roam to each lane. Now, I knew that they had walked up. I wasn't sure if they were in that bush still or if they had walked to the top bush there, but I was holding this position here because I didn't want TF to place a ward right there by Raptors because that's common for mid laners to do. So I take this approach to go around the backside, make sure that they weren't in this bush, and I believe I place a ward on my jungler's buff because if that gets stolen, that can really set back Nocturne. Graves, I believe, is stronger than Nocturne early. There's actually some debate between that, but Graves with his armor passive, I believe he definitely wins, and I believe they have a skirmish early, and I actually put pressure on that. So going into the laning phase, when you're going against an Irelia as Fiora, you're going to look for two things. One, see what they start. Sometimes Irelia start Q. A smart Irelia will start her E, which is going to be the one that stuns. So I'm here waiting to see what she uses, to see if she has her Q. I see that she uses her E, so I immediately go in for a Vital. Now I know what she started level 1. I know that E is also on a larger cooldown, so I can, stay in and take longer trades. The reason I didn't take too long of a trade, though, is that Irelia's start Time Warp Tonic. They have Time Warp Tonic for the most part, and they start Corrupting Potions. So they will always out-sustain you in long, extended trades. And here I was looking for my level 2 pressure, but I couldn't really close the gap. I was using the repost basically just to guarantee that I didn't get stunned. I'm not really looking to fight at this point. At this point, I see that she's being very, very passive. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be doing a cheater recall. A cheater recall is basically when you have the third wave, which this is the third wave with the cannon minion, and once they meet, you just fast push. I don't have my E yet, and I don't want to show my Q because I get hit there. But I was going to use my Q to dodge her stun. But I ended up eating it anyway. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to do a cheater recall, which is pushing the 3 in and then back. But I noticed that my Nocturne was invading if you look at the map. And I wanted to give him more jungle prio because I pushed Irelia in. Now, Irelia cannot respond because she'd be missing golden experience. So that's what you want to do if you want to help your jungler. If your jungler is invading topside, is shove the wave in and then help your jungler because Irelia is locked in where she is. Now, I know that they would normally fight over Scuttle, so I'm like, okay, let me stay in the area. I know that Graves is low, so I push him off of Gromp. And then I kind of just linger around because I want to see if he's going to be greedy. And I do see that he's greedy. So I'm getting vision on him. Nocturne does the right thing, closes the gap. I was thinking about flashing that entire time, but I know that Graves used his flash. And there was no way he was gonna get out of that situation, especially since Nocturne was flanking. So it would have just been greedy for me to flash. Now, a lot of people probably would have teleported to lane here, and I was thinking about it for a second too, but a large mistake that I see is that people teleport way too easily. If you have a general idea of wave management, you shouldn't waste your teleport. I knew I was going to miss a decent amount of that experience, but I got experience off of Graves anyway. And I was aware that Irelia was most likely going to hit 6 first. But if you guys know this matchup as well, you can repost her ultimate, and I believe that's actually what I end up doing. If you guys don't know what to do in specific matchups, which, by the way, my team was tilted if you couldn't tell. If you don't know what to do in matchups, I also have my Fiora guide down below. So you guys can click that, and it has a bunch of different matchups to look for what you should do, how to win each matchup, what to avoid, what runes to take, all that type of stuff. And I try to do it as in-depth as possible without confusing you, just to give you a general idea of how you're supposed to win each lane. So again, I'm kind of slow pushing right now because I have gold, she got a back, and I don't want to waste my teleport again. So what's smart to do is a slow push, build a large wave, and then fast push. That way it's under tower and it's harder for the wave to bounce back, and it builds a wave for you. So you get the most minions out of it. So I see I shoved those can't even talk. I built that wave up. I make sure to walk it under the tower. And then now I go to back. But she gets a little greedy here because she knows that she's going to get 6 first. And I believe that's why she was trying to keep me here. Because she interrupted my back, I'm kind of forced to stay here. And that was kind of her goal. She knows she's hitting 6 first. But she didn't... I think she underestimated my damage because I just do so much. But her general idea was to get 6 first and then kill me. But as you can see, shortly, she hits 6. I repost her ultimate. The only reason I flash and hit that vital was because I knew Graves was going to be topside, which he is now, and I wanted to kill her as fast as possible so I'd have as much health as possible. And Graves was topside. Now that I'm seeing it now, I didn't have vision of him, but I knew my mental clock was around this time Graves should be top. So now I had left the wave with it pushing back towards me. I wasn't looking to teleport, but I knew that I can get back in time. So this is just, again, more proper wave management. If you guys want me to do a wave management guide, I can try my best to make a video that explains it as simple as possible, because I know that wave management can be very confusing at first. Now, when you're in the top lane, you should always be looking on the map to teleport. So at this point, I'm looking mid to see if I need to teleport. I saw that Irelia ended up teleporting. I'm not moving the screen just because I want you guys to focus primarily on what I'm doing. But just know that when you're walking to lane, you should always look and see what's happening. So at this point, since I have time at, I just fast push as fast as possible, and I want to start roaming myself. So I know that Irelia wasted her teleport. If I could shove this wave fast under the turret, the wave is going to bounce back to me, and it's also going to deny Irelia golden experience. So I shove this immediately, and I'm looking bot side now because I see bot is overextended, and I know Nocturne is there. You kind of want to play around your junglers because that kind of secures whether or not whether or not a play is going to work. So this whole time that I'm doing this tower, I'm looking bot side, seeing if there's an opportunity for me there. And you can see I start to back off just a bit. Do a matrix. Make sure I dodge that. You never really want to teleport with the wave pushing towards you, by the way. You always want to try and get the wave shoving towards the tower. So here I click the bush, and I'm looking bot. Seeing if I can pick anything off. I see that Graves is bot. Again, you should always be looking in other lanes to see if you can teleport. So this whole time, it looks like I'm AFK. I'm looking for a good teleport. I thought Pantheon was going to stun me, but I didn't see that his stun was on cooldown. Doesn't matter. Get the full ult off. And I get a double kill. Now you might be saying, oh, Mr. Anoying Burrow 5, why didn't you let your ADC and support take the kill? One, they're NPCs. I say this all the time on stream. Your teammates are NPCs. You don't know what they're going to do. Everything they do is RNG. RNG meaning randomized. I know how to win a game. I'm not sure they do. If you're unsure if you know how to win a game, it is a good thing to give your teammates kills. You know, maybe they have a potential to carry. I personally do not like my teammates. I don't personally like letting the game sit in my teammates' hands because I know that they don't know much knowledge. Them not getting the kill, though, definitely, it doesn't hurt them because now they denied the enemy ADC and support gold because they shoved the wave in. Gold and experience, mind you. So they're winning basically just off of that. As you can see, Caitlyn has 9 more CS. I didn't know what it was before. They could have been less. They could have had more. But that definitely helps, just having that presence. Now, again, you see, I shove the wave, and now I'm immediately looking to see if I can help the jungler. Me shredding Graves like this, if I kill him, if I don't kill him, it doesn't matter, because now he's going to be struggling in his jungle. Just always having this presence. Shove the wave, try and roam. Everyone thinks, oh, mid lane is the place to roam. No, top you can roam as well. I affected bot lane positively by teleporting from the opposite side of the map. You know, being aware of those things, shoving the wave where you need to. I kind of trolled a little bit here. I was so sad that she lived. My Q was on cooldown because she had dashed to the left. She would have been so dead. Now, Twisted Fate was pinging that he was coming here, and I knew she was staying because I was going to get ganked. I didn't know it was going to be TF, though. So I was prepared to get ganked and how I was going to play it out, and I knew I was going to target her. And look at Anivia, bro. I just got trolled so hard by Anivia. You can see I spam missing pings on her, dude. Because she literally put the wall up and stole the kill. I would have had HP from hitting the vital on the left side, but I didn't hit the vital because it pushed me far to the side. And it, like, pushed me farther under the turret. So I was kind of triggered after that. I had flash up, I believe. Or no, my flash just comes up now, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. But even if I did have flash up, I wasn't going to flash. Just because that was my teammate's mistake. And that's why I don't like my game being in the hands of my teammates. Diamond 3, by the way. So again, you can see top side is being pushed in. I'm fed right now. That's the thing that people don't understand, is that when you're fed, you need to be impacting the map. If you're fed on and you lose a game, this is the way I like to think about it. If you're fed and you lose the game, it's not your team's fault that you lost. It's your fault. You didn't carry it. You were the one in the position to carry. Right there, if I had my Q up, I would have QW'd. But I had to Q over the wall, which is unfortunate. I'm just using the minions to heal up a bit. They're way too far under tower for me to, like, fight. And then you can see right here, I try to fight a little bit, and I get shredded tons. So now that the waves, mid and top, are both pushing in, I'm like, okay, it's time to back. I made an impact down here. Whether I did a lot of damage or I soaked damage, I made an impact. Let me go back to the lane and catch the wave. Because remember, if you push a wave in, by the time you get back, it will bounce back to you, and that's when you want to catch it. You have to think of it like that. If it's going away, you can leave your lane. You can go away. If it's coming back, you have to come back and catch it. So personally, what I should have done here, and this was kind of something I look back on shortly, was that instead of going top, I should have gone mid. The reason being is that there's still turret plating up, and I could have gotten a ton of turret plating. Again, I want to be in the carry position. It's fine that Caitlyn went mid, even though Caitlyn, as you could see, is now immediately backing after going mid. She might have, she might have had an item, but she just wasted time basically by running up and then just backing immediately. If she wasn't planning on being in a fight, that's fine, but at least shove the wave, maybe put some wards down. There's usually no scenario unless it's game changing, and I didn't see what item she bought there, but again, you can see I'm flanking mid. We get Irelia's teleport, we get her flash because she was trying to rush a play. Diamond, by the way. But look at all of the presence that I have on the map. And that's the other reason why I'm not moving the camera around again, is I want you guys to be locked on to what I'm doing. I'm not staying in lane, perma-pushing. I have a lead, and I want that impact to reflect everywhere else on the map. Now, I made a mistake by ulting Pantheon. I do that way too much. Not thinking about his W. But we pick up another kill. And again, I'm low. I'm just trying to heal off of the wave. Use Ravenous where I can. And I want to stay here because I want to get this mid turret. We have top turret. Bots pushed. We know Pantheon is here. We have TF here. Aphelios is dead, so that means we're going to most likely get mid. And I know that I shred turrets, so I'm trying to stay nearby. You can see I'm getting a little greedy. Here I messed up as well. Me going in there, I shouldn't have. I was looking to rotate and help my jungler, but it's okay. It works out in the end. I just do too much damage. Little bit of Fiora BM, you know. Now here, someone should have rotated. Bard was like right next to it. I was kind of slightly salty, but you know, Nimbus cloak things. But they end up getting the kill on TF. I'm pulling this wave again. Just trying to heal up a bit, but also get the wave to collapse so I can finally get that mid turret. So now we have all tier 1 turrets at this point. And guys, keep in mind, how often am I top lane? I'm only top just to catch a wave. Or like now to what's it called, get the wave that's going to end up bouncing back because the wave had crashed onto the turret. So I'm not really in lane as much, and also this is a key note right here, is that I'm stealing jungle camps. I'm putting the jungler further behind by stealing his camps. And at this point, the jungler, I believe he was a smurf. They were, like, complaining about him and everything, and, like, everyone... It's Diamond. They all whine and bitch and moan. But now he's taking lane CS because he doesn't believe that his teammates are going to do fine. That if you're a jungler, do not go in a lane and start taking CS like this. It's really, really BM. And you're kind of trolling the rest of your team because you get the most out of camps. I think this is hilarious. Watch this. He goes over and he thinks I follow. I don't know why that was really hilarious to me. So now again, I'm pushing this wave out. I know Dragon is up. I killed Graves. That's a free Dragon. Again, using my lead, although I am not bot side to help with Dragon, I hunted down the Graves. Say I didn't even kill Graves. If I chunked him to half HP, or if I chunked him to a quarter HP, he most likely wouldn't be going to Dragon anyway. He most likely couldn't do Dragon. If he did, he'd probably end up dying. So again, and think about how... I mean, Irelia only has 3 deaths. One of them, or what was it? Two of them were in lane. She only gave me 2 kills. And that's most likely where you're going to see in higher elo and Diamond as well, is that people usually only die about 2 times and then they learn their lesson, at least in lane. I only killed her 2 times, and I'm 9-1-4. And that just shows you the impact that you can have on the map and using your lead properly. Again, there's some things that I reflect on in this game that I could have done better. But this is a great example as to what I say and what I preach, especially on stream, that if you're ahead, push that lead elsewhere. Don't just keep it in your lane. If the jungler continuously camps you and you're really strong, I mean, the enemy jungler is trolling at that point. He's basically handing you the kills. Here I kind of trolled with the flash because I didn't think that there was the fruit there. I'm still getting used to it. I mean, the season's almost over and I'm still getting used to the fruits. They're pinging to stay. They want to drop Herald. I'm pinging it back because I had like 3,700 gold or something like that. I finished a full Trinity. And at this point, I'm just looking. I'm like, if I TP right now, can we end this game? That's basically what I'm thinking. And as you guys can see probably by the bottom there, we do end up finishing the game. I just teleport in. We just shred it. I'll fast forward because nothing special happens. And we end up ending the game. So, guys, I hope that was informative. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video or if you want to see more videos like this. I do a lot of different stuff. We have stream highlight videos. We have educational videos like this one. So, guys, please, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button. Also, follow me on Twitch, and you guys can check out my guide. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.